So it seems like more and more people are interested in iOS 13 than the new iPhones that Apple's going to release. So today I'm going to be looking into what iOS 13 is and some of the features that we can expect Apple to release in iOS 13. Traditionally, Apple announced new software updates to the Mac OS and iOS at their Worldwide Developers Conference, which is held in June every year, and this year is going to be no different. WWDC this year starts on the 3rd of June, so we can expect Apple's main keynote to be held on the 3rd of June. It will be about 7 p.m. South African time, and you can watch it probably live on their website. They'll probably do a live stream of it or on your Apple TV. One of the biggest things that we can expect with iOS 13, which was actually announced last year when Apple announced iOS 12 and Mac OS, is that apps from iOS will now be allowed to be ported onto the Mac operating system, so that if you have an app that's on your phone, you can have it on your Mac too. While Apple announced this last year, they didn't give it public access yet. They started using some of their apps. So some of the apps that they ported was Stocks and Voice Notes, which you can get on your Mac and they'll sync with iCloud. Perhaps the most talked about feature in iOS 13 is dark mode. Now, Apple did this with Mac OS last year. They released a dark mode in the Mac operating system, and it's expected in iOS 13 this year. Apple's working on a sleep mode available in the control center, which will be able to toggle on Do Not Disturb and make the lock screen darker and mute all incoming notifications. It will include improvements to the bedtime tap in the Clocks app. Many of the new features in iOS 13 actually pertain to the iPad, so this includes new multitasking coming in iOS 13 with apps supporting multiple windows. Also included this will be new gestures. There'll be new gestures for the undo and redo action. The Messages app will also be getting a new designed interface, which will be more like a WhatsApp style, where each person can create their own profile, and you can tap on a person's profile and you can view their profile within the Messages app. The Mail app will also be getting an update with some more ways to organize your mail, similar to what Google offers. You'll be able to organize messages into categories. You'll be able to mute incoming mail messages for a specific thread, and you'll be able to block certain contacts. One of the apps that also has been talking about quite a bit is Find My iPhone and Find My Friends. Now, it's expected that Apple will merge these two apps together in some way. Along with this new Find My iPhone app, Apple's expected to be working on a new hardware product that will link with this app so that you could connect your keys to it or any other device that you want to. Sort of like one of those key fobs. You can get them, they've been around for years. This really seems strange to me because this is quite a simple product and they've been around for years and they're really cheap to make. You can buy them from China for very cheap as well. The only thing that I think is going to make a difference is whether Apple can integrate it with iCloud in some special way. The problem with these devices is that they rely on your cell phone network, so they have to be within a certain range because they use NFC or Bluetooth to connect to your phone. Without the cell phone network coverage of your phone, it's hard to track these devices down. There'll be an update to the Maps app which will make it easier to set and navigate to frequently visited places. Currently, there's a favorites option within the Maps app which doesn't really work that well. This supposed update will allow you to frequently visited locations and group them more efficiently. There's a possibility that you'll be able to add a photo of the location, so it's quite easy to navigate so you know where you're going. An update to the Reminders app will make it easier to categorize reminders. Now, the Books app will get an update with a new progress tracker, and a reward system will encourage you to do more reading. The Health app is also set to get an update. I was looking through the Health app the other day and it's very confusing, very difficult to work, so I'm glad that Apple's working on an improvement here. So there's a lot of questions about what devices will be compatible with iOS 13. Rumors are sketchy at this stage, but it seems like everything from an iPhone 6s up will be able to install iOS 13.